Revising seconds, short division. So here's the question, 345 divided by 2. So we write it in the bus stop. How many 2's in 3? There are 1, with 1 left over. How many 2's in 14? There are 7, with none left. How many 2's in 5? There are 2, but there's 1 left over. Now we've got a choice. We can write that with a remainder. So we'd write 172, remainder 1, because there's 1 left over. Or we can write it as a fraction. So it's 172, and the 1 left over the 2 we were dividing by, so it's 172.5. Or as a decimal. Now to create the decimal, we need a decimal point there and a decimal point there. We put a 0. The 1 that's left over goes with that 0 to make 10. How many 2's in 10? There are 5. So 3 different answers to the same question. And here's some for you to try. Some of the divisions will not have a remainder, but some of them will. If they haven't got a remainder, you just show the answer. If they do have a remainder, please give the answer in 3 different ways, with a remainder, as a fraction, or as a decimal. And here are the answers to the short division questions. So 197 divided by 2. 2 into 1 won't go, so 2 into 19 goes 9 times, because 9 2's are 18. That gives us 1 left. 2 into 17 goes 8 times. So now we know that we've got 98, remainder 1. Or we could say we've got 98.5. Or we could put a decimal point there and there, bring the remainder with us. How many 2's in 10? There are 5. Or 98.5. Question B, 177 divided by 3. 3 into 17 goes 5 times. 5 3's are 15, so there's 2 left over. We can put with the 7. How many 3's in 27? Exactly 9. So there's no remainder, and that one's finished. 659 divided by 4. 4 into 6 goes 1 with 2 left over. 4 into 25 goes 6 with 1 left over. 4 into 19 goes 4 times with 3 left over. So we can put the 3 there. 4 into 30 goes 7 times with 2 left over. 4 into 20 goes 5 times. So we can see we could have had the answer 164 remainder 3. That 3 was left over. Or we could have 164 with that 3 over the 4, over that 4, 164 3/4, or 164.75. Let's try this one. I can see that's a multiple of 5, so it's not going to have a remainder. 5 into 3 won't go. 5 into 39 goes 7 times, because 7 5s are 35. Got 4 left then. 5 into 45 goes 9 times. There's our answer. This one, 805 divided by 7. 7 into 8 goes 1 with 1 left. 7 into 10 goes 1 with 3 left. 7 into 35 goes 5 times. There's our answer. And this one, 342 divided by 4. 4 into 3 won't go. 4 into 34 goes 8 times. 2 left over. 4 into 22 goes 5 times. So we've got 85 remainder 2. Or we've got 85 and 2 quarters. In other words, 85 and a half. So I'll write it again there, 85 and a half. Or decimal point, decimal point. We've got 2 left over. Put it there then. How many 4s in 20? There are 5. So 85.5. We're looking at the question 324 divided by 12. We're going to do it by long division, but actually we can do it by short division as well. So I'm going to show you the short division system again, just to remind you what it's like. So let's do that. First of all, we need to know the 12 times table, or we need to work out multiples of 12. But we start by saying, how many 12s are there in 3? Well, clearly there aren't any 12s in 3. How many 12s are there in 32? Well, there are 2, because 2 12s are 24. 32 take away 24 means we've got 8 left to come with us, which we put with that 4. How many 12s in 84? That's exactly 7. So the answer, doing it by short division, is 27. It's going to be the same answer with long division. Watch what happens. How many 12s in 3? There aren't any. How many 12s in 32? We know that 2 12s are 24, so we put that underneath and take it away. So 2 goes there, 2 12s are 24. Put the 24 underneath, take it away. 2 take 4 I can't do, cross out 3, put a 2. 12 take 4 is 8. 2 take 2 is 0, so we can leave that empty. Bring down the 4. How many 12s in 84? There are 7. So we get the same answer, and in fact, it's the same process. It's just that when you're dealing with bigger numbers like 12 or even bigger, it's a lot easier to be able to do the subtraction and find out what's left. We found out there was 8 left there. 2 12s are 24. There were 8 left. 2 12s are 24. Subtract that 24 to find the 8, but bring down the 4 to go with it. 12 into 84 goes 7. And here are 4 questions for you to try. Nobody's going to expect you to know your 14 times table, so what you might like to do is to jot down 1 14 is 14, 2 14s must be 28, 3 14s, well, add 14 onto 28 and you'll find it's 42, 4 14s, add 14 on, it's 56, 5 14s are 70, 6 14s are 84, 7 14s, add another 14 on, so that's 98, 8 14s, got to add 14 to that, so that's 100, it's 112. 9 14s will be 126, and of course 10 14s are 140. Using that information to help you with that one, you'll have to work out the others yourselves. The 2-minute timer will start very shortly. Once that starts, you've got 2 more minutes to complete these. At the end of that, I'll show you the answers. Doesn't matter if you don't finish them. So, question A. 14 into 2 won't go. 14 into 23 will only go once. So let's subtract that 14. 3 take 4 I cannot do. Cross out the 2, put 1. 13 take 4 gives me 9. Pull down the 8, we've got 98. And there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer is 17. Question B. 833 divided by 17. So I need some 17s. 1 17 is 17. 2 17s will be 34. 3 17s, well, 3 7s are 21, so we know that much. 3 1s are 3, plus that 2 gets us 51. 4 17s will be 68. 5 17s, so we're going to add 17 on to 68, makes it 85. Add another 17 is going to be 102. Another 17, 119. That's 136. Another 17 onto that. 1 17, 2 17, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 17 into 8 won't go. 17 into 83. We haven't got enough to get that far, so we'll have to go that far. 4 17s are 68. Subtract that 68 from the 83. 3 take 8 I can't do. Cross out the 8, put 7. 13 take 8 is 5. 7 take 6 is 1. Bring down that 3, 153, and you will see that that is 9. So the final answer is 49. 875 divided by 25. So 875 divided by 25. Now, you might know your 25s because they're quite easy. 1 25 is 25, 2 25s are 50, 3 25s are 75, 4 25s are 100. And it keeps repeating 125, 150, 175, 200, and so on. So we know that there will be 3 25s to make 75. Subtract that. 7 take 5 is 2. 8 take 7 is 1. Bring down that 5. How many 25s in 125? There are, of course, 5. Notice how, although my handwriting is not perfect, I do try and keep the numbers in line. 899 divided by 31. 31 into 8 won't go. 31 into 89, I know is going to go twice because 2 31s must be 62. And 3 31s would be 93. Take that away. 9 take 2 is 7. 8 take 6 is 2. Bring down the 9. 279. Now that one's quite tricky. And I haven't written down a list of 31s, but I'm going to make a guess. Let's try 7 31s. 1 7 is 7, 3 7s, 21, 270. Oh, not enough. So let's try 9 31s. 1 9 is 9, 3 9s are 27, and there it is. So the answer is 29. And here's another example. And because I know that this one's going to have a remainder, I have extended the top line. The reason I've done that is because I can put a point and I can put some zeros. And I can actually put as many zeros as I like. I know that I'm only going to need 2 at the most on this occasion, but you can put as many as you like and keep using them. 16 into 7 won't go, but 16 into 72 definitely will go. 4 16s are 64. So let's put that in. 4 16s are 64. If you don't remember, that's fine, because you can write a list of 16 times table down the side. 2 take 4 I can't do. Cross out 7, put 6. That gives me 12 take 4, which is 8. 6 take 6 is 0, so we can just leave the 8 there. Pull the 4 down next to it. How many 16s in 84? Well, let's do that list of 16s. 16, 32, 48. 4 16s is 64. 5 16s must be 80. 6 must be 96. 7 will be 112, 8 will be 128, and 9, which is as far as we need to go, will be 144. We've got 84, it means we're there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we can see that 5 16s are 80, so we'll subtract that 80. Obviously, we've got 4 there, bring down a 0. How many 16s in 40? There are 2, because 2 16s are 32. Put that there. Subtract, that's 8. Bring down that 0. How many 16s in 80? Well, we know that's 5 because it was last time. So there's our answer, 45.25. And here are 4 questions of this type for you to try. I strongly recommend that you leave yourself plenty of space for each question. You can see with this question, I prepared it. That's how it needs to be set out. But you also need a lot of space working downwards, and you might need space for writing out the 24s if you want to. The 2-minute timer will start shortly, at the end of the 2 minutes. If you haven't finished, it doesn't matter, but do watch the answers because that's what's really helpful to you. Best of luck. So here's the first of those questions. 24 into 8 won't go. 24 into 82 will go 3 times because 3 24s are 72. Take that away. Obviously that's going to leave us with 10. Bring down that 2. How many 24s in 102? Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 4 because 4 25s are 100, so 4 24s are going to be somewhere close to that. What are 4 24s? Let's find out. 24 times 4. 4 4s are 16, 2 4s are 8, 1 more makes 9. So we've used 96. We'll subtract that. 2 takes 6 I can't do. I can't get anything from there. Remember, I'll go to there. That'll leave nothing there. Gives me 10 there. Cross that out to get 9. That's 12. 12 take 6 is 6. 9 take 9 is 0. So there we are. Bring down that 0. How many 24s in 60? 2 24s are 48. Take that away. 10 take 8 is 2, 5 take 4 is 1. Bring down that 0. How many 24s in 120? Well, I know that that's 5. 34.25. 776 divided by 16. 16 into 7 won't go. 16 into 77, I think will go 4 times because I know that 4 16s are 64. Let's take that away. 7 take 4 is 3. 7 take 6 is 1. Bring down that 6. Now, we know that 10 16s are 160. We've only got 136. I'm going to guess 8. Let's see if I'm right. 16 times 8. 6 8s, 48. 1 8 is 8. Add 4 makes 12. That's 128. Yes, that's good. So 8 in there. 128 there. Subtract that. 6 take 8 I can't do. Cross out 3. Put a 2. 16 take 8 is 8. 2 take 2 is 0. 1 take 1 is 0. Bring down that 0. 16s into 80, actually, I think go exactly 5 times. Yes, 5 10s are 50, 5 6s are 30, so that's 80. So it's 5 times. 48.5, and we didn't need the extra 0. 412.5 divided by 15. 15 into 4 won't go. 15 into 41 goes twice, because 2 15s are 30. So we'll take that away. 1 take 0 is 1. 4 take 3 is 1. Bring down the 2. How many 15s in 112? I'm going to guess 6. What's 6 15s? 6 5s are 30. 166 add 3 makes 9. That's 90. But actually, we can add another 15 on. So it's going to be 7. 7 15s. We might as well do that as a multiplication again. 7 5s are 35. 177 add 3 makes 10. That's 105. So we've used 105 to get 7 15s. 2 take 5 I can't do, so we've got 12 take 5 is 7. Bring down that 5. How many 15s in 75? I know that's 5. So the answer is 27.5. And here is question D. Now, if we're going to write out the 32s, give yourself a lot of space over here because there's going to be a lot of extra work on this side. But let's try without first. How many 32s in 6? There aren't any. How many 32s in 68? There are 2, because 2 32s are 64. Subtract that. 8 take 4 is 4. Bring down the 2. How many 32s in 42? Well, obviously only 1. Let's take that one away. 42 take 32, 2 take 2 is 0, 4 take 3 is 1. Don't forget the point on the line there, but you don't need a point down here. Bring down that 4. How many 32s in 104? There are 3. 3 32s are 96. 4 take 6 I can't do. 14 take 6 is 8. Now we're going to have to put an extra 0 in. Bring that 0 down. How many 32s in 80? There are only 2, because 2 32s are 64. Take the 64 away. 10 take 4 is 6. 7 take 6 is 1. So we've got 16 down there. But we're going to have to extend the line and put another 0. Because remember, you can put as many zeros as you need. We'll bring that 0 down. So now we've got 160. The question now is how many 32s in 160? Well, this is where you can use what you know. You'd know that 5 3s are 15 and 5 30s are 150. So 5 is a good guess. Let's try it. 32 times 5. 2 5s are 10. 3 5s are 15. Add 1 more makes 16. So it is the 160 we need. So that goes there. 21.325. Thanks for watching.